Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
In a world where everyone says hello,
they dare to say,
g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, good day.
Yeah, g'day. Yes. Good day. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. Yeah. Good day.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Good day.
G'day. Hey. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. G'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon. Yeah, g'day, everyone. Sorry.
G'day, everyone. Tim
did a
zoned
thing.
out for like 5 seconds.
I was like close-eyed for a moment.
Scared the shit out of me.
Woke up. Yeah,
I'm glad Tim's awake to be here. I have a sneeze that's going to come at some point.
fantastic.
Can't wait for that. Is there a flu or a light in here? Is that
Stay with the
flu?
episode, see if you can find the sneeze.
So yeah, we said yeah g'day to each other. We
Yep.
said yeah g'day to everyone. Welcome to yeah g'day, the complete guide to Australia.
Yep.
It's 2019. Tim,
Ooh,
2K19,
almost
year of the
2020.
eagle,
Yep.
I think, in the Mayan calendar.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Sure, why not?
What year is it actually? Is it Year of the Monkey yet? I think I'm the Year of the Monkey bird.
I don't know. We'll find out in April.
Oh, really? Oh, because that's when the new year. Their
I
new
believe
year's
so,
different.
yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't thinking. That's my fault. Now, last episode, Tim, we went through the searches from Google that
Yeah,
Australia
yeah,
did
yeah.
in 2018.
Mm.
And it was enlightening, to say the least.
Little bit.
What I want to do, because this podcast is for the people specifically.
Mm.
We made by the people, for the people, with the people, about the people.
Yes.
And for those people,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important that we get some things straight. We start the year afresh. We make sure that the right contextual work is done, the right grounding is there.
People understand what the real deal is.
Yeah, I want people to come in at this episode 74, the ground level of the podcast,
Yeah.
before we skyrocket.
And really give them the answers so they don't have to go to the back catalogue.
Yeah. Stay away from those ones. Every time someone hey, listen, I enjoyed thoroughly what Tim and I did in the beginning because that's what got us here. But we made a very marked change after a couple of episodes. So when people tell me they're listening to episode 1 and I say, oh, Vegemite, and they say no dating, I'm like,
Uh-oh.
so you're not going to, how far, because are you going to listen
Yeah.
to the rest of the podcast? Like that's
Yeah,
16.
yeah.
Anyway, this first episode 2019, it's all about answers, Tim.
Good. It's about time we had some.
It's answering the questions that the world has asked. Now, I scoured the globe, the internet, and I found a BuzzFeed article.
Where another guy has scoured the globe.
Thank you, Dean Nye. It's 43 questions Twitter has for Australians.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to answer these
A
questions.
lot of them.
Now,
Maybe
Tim,
not all of them. All of them seems like a large undertaking.
There's only 43, Tim. We can do
Also,
it.
I feel like some of them are going to be super boring, but we'll try.
Tim and I are Australian, if you didn't know that.
I'm from Australia, yes.
it's
I was
hard-
born there.
It's hard to it's hard to tell from my accent sometimes.
Yeah.
But I am from Australia. Actually, I don't know. I've told that. I don't know if I told you the story. I've been mistaken as American a number of times for no apparent reason.
I've been asked if I was British a couple times.
Which
Particularly
basically-
overseas. I don't think our accents are particularly strong compared to other Australians.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think we have isn't it? We're not full BBC Australia. We're not like
We're city snobs. Yeah.
yeah, I guess. But that's what whenever someone says like, "Are you from X country?" I'm like, "Oh, I must be enunciating
Yeah.
well." But yeah, one time, Alice, our friend Alice, I was at her house for a New Year's Day thing that we used to always do when we were teens or whatever. And her uncle asked me how long I'd been here for and if I was enjoying it, like those kind of questions. And
That's
I was
so
like,
awkward.
"Sorry, what?" I was like, "Yeah, it's great."
You mean at Alice's house?
Yeah, do you mean
Yeah.
in this street? So I am American, so I can understand some of these. So Tim, let's jump right into it. BuzzFeed article, Dean Nye from 2017. Now he's BuzzFeed Australia, so this is a BuzzFeed Australia article.
Oh, we have BuzzFeed here in Australia. That's good.
Question number 1, Tim, from Kim Bethany,
Okimbithany.
maybe pepperoni pizza. Why do Australians call it Macca's?
Why not?
How is that number 1?
Yeah. Why
That's my question.
not? Why do we call it Macca's?
Because it's McDonald's.
Yeah,
Macca's.
because we shorten everything or like put cuz or
Yeah.
Czar or something like. I don't know. This is what we do.
It's the Arvo, Avo, Tracky, Dax.
Yeah.
We shorten everything. We're lazy. It's hot in Australia. I don't have time.
We like to use things that informalize things as well, I think.
Yeah. The best thing is that, like, it used to be colloquially Macca's.
Yeah, but now they use it in their own advertising.
Yeah, the signs at McDonald's got changed and they say Macca's. So, like, I feel like Americans probably come over here and they're like, oh, that Macca's company is really stealing the slogan from McDonald's.
Are they allowed to do that?
Are they going to get
It
sued?
seems very similar to McDonald's.
The other one that I've heard was always Mickey D's.
Mickey D's is one I hear from time to time, but I feel like that's a bit more international.
Oh, that's for our international viewers.
Yeah.
McDonald's, also known as Mickey D's.
Mickey D's.
But yeah, we call it Macca's because we can get off our backs. I feel like
It's
that's my answer
part
for
of
all
our life now.
expression.
Macca's run.
Macca's run, yeah.
Yeah.
Tim, what do you got? Question 2.
This is a pretty good one, actually. I've not thought about this, but once I read it, because I read it just before we started recording, I was like, actually, I think I kind of know a reason. Why do Australians walk around supermarkets barefoot? There's a couple reasons for this. One,
mind your business.
A lot of the time, especially during the day, we've come from the beach or something similar,
Yes.
and we're running in to get something.
Yeah.
2, we just don't give a fuck about your rules.
Yeah. There's usually rules at supermarkets that say you have to wear shoes.
Yeah. And number 3, on a hot day, if you walk through like the freezer fridge aisles, them tiles are so nice. It cools you down real good on your feet. Why would you wear shoes?
It's like on a hot day going to the bottle and seeing how long you can stay in the cool room.
Yeah.
I hate shoes. This is a known fact about me.
It's a pretty similar thing amongst most Australians. Most of us just don't like wearing shoes. It's too hot to wear shoes most of the time.
Because you want the heat to escape from your feet.
Yeah.
So, like, I wear my thongs. I've got my mad Havianas that have lasted me for a very long time. But you wear your thongs, but if I can get away with it, I won't wear shoes. Now, as I've gotten to this age of my life, I will wear shoes to most shops. Sometimes I go to Woolies without shoes on.
Supermarket, it's different going to a mall. I would never not wear shoes to like a shopping centre or a mall.
Yeah.
But just going into like Woolies or Coles, if it's just like a quick trip, I don't care. It is a bit grotty, I will admit.
I've
it's
definitely
grotty,
been told
but I don't care.
I wasn't allowed in somewhere, I think, at a shopping centre once. I didn't have shoes on.
Oh,
When I
really?
was a teen. I was also a teen, so that's probably why. But I think I've definitely spoken about it before. I spent like third year at uni.
Not wearing shoes.
Yeah, not wearing shoes the whole time, including going into toilets. So I'm a bit of a grot. Hookworm was rampant.
Oh, fabulous.
Question 3. Why do Australians say going for a feed as if they're cattle? I've never said that.
I've said let's go for a feed.
But were you saying it legitimately, or were you taking the piss?
I've said it to my friends, like,
okay,
oh, we'll go and get a feed, or we'll go for a feed, and then I don't know. It's once again a lot of the answers for a lot of this. Why do we say things? Is we just are very informal about things.
A lot of like most of this list is why do you say it, and like you can basically turn it all the way around on them.
Why would you not say it?
Why do you not say it? Can you read question 4? Do you know how to read?
I
what
don't
they've
really
written?
understand.
No.
Why do Australians pronounce no as Nahoru?
It's
No.
Naeoughue.
I'm presuming that the first part of the sentence needs to be read in a different accent.
Why do Australians pronounce no as no?
No.
No. We don't.
It's just our accent, you rude person.
We don't, though. Like, I don't know if there was a difference between me saying no and no. No.
No.
No.
Nah.
Screw that question. Why do Australians say anything like anything?
Anything.
We don't. That's New Zealand.
Why
got the
do
wrong
Australians say anything like anything? That's not us. That's New Zealand.
Yeah,
we don't say it like that.
You've messed
What's
up.
wrong with you?
Blanchetts, you've messed up. Is it your turn?
Yep. Why do Australians call flip-flops thongs like... What do they call thongs? We call them G-strings or G-bangers.
Yeah, or thongs.
Or thongs. No, I don't call it a thong. It sounds weird.
I think we get to the argument later about chips and chips as well. But thongs and thongs.
Yeah.
Like, I think it makes more sense. Because I don't know why. Flip-flop to me is more of a sandal.
I've never called anything a flip-flop
No,
in
but
my
if someone
life,
said...
unless I was talking to somebody who wasn't from Australia to clarify what I was talking about.
But if someone from Australia told me to get flip-flops, I'd be like, sandals? Because I'm like thongs. But I don't know why we call them thongs. It's the same design, though. A G-string and a thong. It
Well, I
has
was just
one strip
thinking,
and it goes on either
It
side.
goes between your toes,
Yeah.
much like a G-string or a
G-string.
G-banger
Yeah.
goes up your
It goes inside.
punani cheeks.
What?
That's a butt, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's definitely what people call a butt.
Yeah.
It goes...
Oopsies.
It goes so far inside your bum.
Yeah.
A better question is, why do we call it a G-string? What's the G stand for?
I don't know.
No, I'm not going to say. You know what I'm thinking.
No.
It's close to gap. A gap string.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
We'll move along quickly.
Why do Australians have such trouble pronouncing their own country's name? Okay, I'm not like. First of all, fuck off, Rodney.
Australia?
We say, so according to Rodney, we say Australia, and it sounds like a sexually transmitted infection, which I resemble that remark.
How do I say it? Australia?
Australia.
Australia?
Australia.
Australia.
I think we just don't say the A as hard, but it's AUS.
I lighten the L, Australia.
But
the
A
second L.
A and U together
There's only one, yeah. What am I, a fucking idiot?
make her like an R sound. Like, it's not Australia.
Yeah.
Like, it's Australia.
Australia. Australia.
It's our Australia. It's my Australia.
It's not your Australia.
Your Australia.
Good
Yeah,
question.
but again, like, you can't. This is other countries. 'Cause I don't know where Rodney's from. But this is other countries just being their usual dick itself. You can't say to me from Australia that I pronounce the name of my country incorrectly.
Yeah.
You're saying it wrong. Like,
Yeah.
that
we
doesn't
say
make
it
any
how we
sense.
say. That's like going to Japan. Japan don't call Japan in Japanese Japan. They call
No.
it Nihon.
Yeah,
Why do they say it like that?
Yeah.
It's called Japan. What's
Yeah.
wrong with them?
bloody colonists.
Yeah. We say it how we say it. We
We say
live
it because
here.
we live here. We say it 20 million more times
Yeah.
than you do. All right, it's getting hot in this room.
Yeah. We turned the fan off like 5 minutes ago. It's already so hot.
We're recording with our
All
biggest
right.
fan.
Why do Australians drink so much, for fuck's sake?
No, that's a good question. That's from a guy in South Australia, though.
Number one, it's really hot here, so we have to drink. And number
Yeah.
two, because we have extremely bad behavior that's been instilled in us for a couple of centuries. And so it's become an awkward part of the culture that we're still trying to overcome. Is that a funny answer?
Ha 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 ha. I'm skipping number 9. It seems pointless.
All right.
Why do Australians say catch you later? Like, what are you going to do? Get your fishing rod out? No, I'm going to see you later.
Yeah.
I'm going to catch you soon.
I'll catch you later.
Catch you. We don't even say catch you later. We say catch you.
Yeah, catcha.
It means
I don't say it with that intonation, though. That
Catcha.
sounded weird. Catcha.
see you later, Tim. Catch you. I don't know. Why do you say round like a rissole? I don't know what Americans say. Do they say that?
I don't know.
They probably don't.
Next one. Why do Australians sound like they're always asking a question?
We do have an upwards inflection,
Yeah.
but so does most of the world now.
Yeah.
Taylor
that's
Marley
true.
does a great poem about, I think it's called it's like being certain of what you're talking about, but his entire poem is read with an inflection at the end of every sentence.
Yeah. So those that don't know about intonation, like if you ask a question, most people will go up at the end.
Yeah, like, what year is it?
Yeah. But if you say a statement, most people will go down at the end. And that's
What year
how
is it?
we as humans somehow instinctively just know whether something's a question or a statement.
Yeah.
It's
But-
a weird thing that we do for some reason, but
But there is a thing in Australia where people,
Australian accents tend to go up. Yeah.
at the end of any sentence are like, yeah, how you going?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a question. Whoops.
That is a question.
Hello. Why do Australians swear so much? Because we fucking do. It's
Yeah.
hot. Can we answer
Yeah.
every question with it's hot?
Once again, I think it's informal. Australian society is quite informal.
We're very lazy.
Remember that the origins of Australia as it is / was / is evolving from
Yes.
was a bunch of convicts
Yes.
sent here from the British Isles. They weren't psyched to be sent away, so
No.
they were kind of pissed off with the whole hobnobbiness of Britain at that time. So a lot of them, and it's just continued on. It's a very informal kind of society in a lot of ways. We do have formalities, but
I'd also hazard a guess that the Indigenous Australians that were massacred probably weren't too tickled by it either.
no, that's
So there was probably a
very
bit
true.
of swearing on that side
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
We are a sweary country,
we do swear a fair
but
bit.
I'm a big proponent of swearing in general, and I am always thrown off by people that are thrown off by swearing, especially if they're Australian. I find it very weird when Australians are like, "Oh, don't swear," and I'm like, "Sorry."
I think we enjoy making fun of it as well. Like, I wouldn't say that I swear a great deal in actual seriousness.
No.
It's usually just like a muck around using it because you kind of, I don't know, demeaning the value of the words in a way as well.
Well, like
we use the C word a lot.
Oh yeah,
but we don't use it
No.
in a necessarily hateful manner. We use it because
It's an
we
endearing
know
term.
that it's an extremely rude word.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it kind of gets turned into this.
But like those three words, fuck, shit, and C word, like shit, especially in Australia, it's basically nothing anymore. Like I don't think you can get offended by shit. It's said all
They
the
say
time.
shit on the news and shit. Like,
Wait, what news?
they don't say shit on the news, but I've seen it in newspapers. And
No,
stuff.
I've read it in a book somewhere. But like it's said all the time. But as you say, it's about context because I'll be like, oh yeah, shit happens, kind of stuff. When you're talking to someone, I've probably never said that sentence in my life. But like if I kick my toe really bad, I'm also going to say shit, but it's all different. Like I'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's different.
It's nice, different, it's unusual. Was that your question or mine?
I don't know.
I think that was mine.
Yeah. Why do Australians call broccoli broccoli? You don't call spaghetti spaghetti.
don't.
No, but broccoli.
Yeah, people do.
Yeah, I do call it broccoli.
Do you call it broccoli?
I call it a bit of both. I think I used to call it broccoli when I was a kid.
Ew.
Now I call it broccoli.
Yeah, it's broccoli.
I don't know. It's just it's regional variations in pronunciation. What is wrong with you people?
There was that sneeze.
Do you not? Yeah, there it is.
I don't know.
Call it now. be the fifth caller, and you can hear him sneeze loudly into the microphone
Nothing of
again.
that will be useful. I'll see if I want to keep the sneeze in for authenticity. Yeah, I can think of one person I know that you say broccoli, and it really used to annoy me. Dad thinks that people down in Victoria say castle because of Castle, Maine.
I work with a woman that says
She say
castle,
castle?
and I have avoided saying the word castle for a very long time because I don't want her to realize that she's saying it weirdly.
But like, the only reason I don't get it is because I've never heard it. Like you saying that, I'm surprised you said that because every time Dad says it, I'm like, I've literally. But also, I've never sat around with people and been like, so how's a castle going?
Well,
like,
the first time she said it, and she kept saying it because her daughter actually went to France and she knows people in France, and they have like a castle chateau thing there that they live in, and she kept saying such and such, her daughter's she's staying at the castle, and I thought she was pronouncing it weirdly on purpose in like a joking manner, so
right.
I just went along with it. But then I got in too deep and I realized that this is actually how she pronounces it. So if you're listening to this, we'll probably have I don't think she would be, but if you ever
What's her
listen to
name?
this
Let's say it on the
episode, my dear friend, we'll have a chat because I think you say castle weird, but I might bring it up with you one
unless
day.
we're saying it wrong. Maybe it is castle.
No, it's not castle.
But,
I'm 100% sure of that.
I'm skipping down a bit to number 16.
Okay.
Why do Australians put pineapple on everything? Burger, yes. Pizza, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Barbecue, yes.
All right. Yep.
I'm big proponent of pineapple on all things. I love pineapple on a burger.
Yep.
I love pineapple on pizza when I used to eat pizza.
I enjoy pineapple on pizza, yeah.
And
I don't
grilled
get it
pineapple.
often, but yeah.
Because pineapple on the barbecue to me is just grilled pineapple. Like
Yeah.
I'm never like, hey, let's put some pineapple on the barbecue. It's usually on the barbecue to put on a burger.
Yeah, grilled pineapple is not something I do often, but I'd say I'd have it maybe once a year, just to like an off chance.
Just a little celebration Tim does every
Why do I
March
like
the
it?
5th.
I think I like it on there because it gives like a little bit of a juiciness
It gives sweetness.
in there somewhere,
It's a good balance.
especially on a burger.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're just having a normal burger and then you get like that little bit of sweetness, that little bit of pineapple juice in there, because pineapple juice is fucking delicious.
Yeah,
I don't care
no one's
what you
arguing that.
say. I don't know, it just gives like an extra thing to the burger, but obviously that's not okay with people.
Like when I have a burger, my ideal burger, which I'll hopefully be eating after this, I think they do pineapple at that place. You've got meat, egg, bacon,
Yep.
cheese,
Yeah.
and then you smash it into pineapple because everything on that is salty.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta cut through the
And
salt.
so you get this sweetness. And it's
Yeah.
always really nice. I had a burger. Anyway, burgers are great. On pizza, I'm all about it. Ham and pineapple is a good pizza.
I like it.
But so it's also because we like grow pineapple here. Like, don't we have good pineapple farms?
Yeah, we do. Up north, there's
So
good pineapple
we grow
farms. Yeah,
pineapple.
we have good tropical weather for it. I'm skipping down
Where
to
are you skipping
18.
to?
The next one was silly. Why the F do
Oh,
Australians
hey,
drink
come on.
alcohol out of their shoe?
Can you not use that language on the show, please?
It's called a shoey,
It is called a shoey.
and it's hilarious.
Now, we're going to do a whole episode on it at some point, because when I was reading through this, because I started looking at this to see if we could do an episode on one thing, but then we decided to do them all.
Yeah.
I was like, let's do an episode on a shoey. It is, as it sounds, you get a shoe, you pour your alcohol into it.
Usually your own, and you need to have been wearing it previously, and you do have to wear it afterwards as well.
Now, half of the people on this podcast have never done a shoey.
Yes, I've never done a shoey because I think it's disgusting.
I thought you'd done a shoey.
I've never done a shoey.
Oh no, someone did a shoey when you were around.
My cousin done a shoey twice.
Sorry, my cousin done a shoey?
My cousin done a shoey twice at my other cousin's wedding. All right.
In the castle.
Yeah. No, one of my cousins did a shoey twice at my cousin's wedding. He did one at the reception, which he proclaimed was in honor of the wedding. Then he did one on the boat back from the reception. Neither time was he asked to do it. This was his idea on both occasions.
No.
It's just kind of a weird rite of passage, I think.
Yeah, I've never done one either.
Yeah.
But I haven't done many of those things. Like, I was watching pictures the other
disgusting.
day of people doing beer bongs, which seem horrible in any way.
Yeah.
But they were doing beer bongs by putting their head underwater in a kiddie pool and then doing like the beer bong like a snorkel kind of thing.
Oh.
So I think most of my...
It's called
people,
drowning,
yeah, I was going to say, I
friend.
think I just watched some people die.
Yeah.
Because what you've done is you've filled your snorkel with water, with liquid.
That's called
with beer.
waterboarding, friend. Yeah.
We've already answered the C word one. I don't know about this one. Why the fuck do Australians call grilled cheeses a cheese toasty? That is horrible. Do you call it a cheese toasty? I don't call it a grilled cheese or a cheese toasty.
It depends because a grilled cheese and a cheese toasty are different things.
Are they?
Although in my book they are. Maybe this is where the
Would
thing
you say
is.
that a cheese toasty has 2 layers of bread? And
Yes,
a
a cheese toasty is just that. It's a toasty.
Yeah.
It's like a sandwich with cheese that you
Yeah,
grill.
inside the toast.
But a grilled cheese to me is just a slice of bread. You put cheese on it, you grill it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
but
that's
I
what I would
think
say.
to them,
It's this
a
one.
grilled cheese is what we would call a toasty. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's where the confusion was. And I know that because I've watched the OC far too many times.
That's true.
And Ryan makes Marissa grilled cheese on their first date.
Grill me a cheese.
Can't tell you which episode it is. Go and find it yourself.
Tell me
Ben.
what episode it is specifically.
Mm.
We're going to skip some more of these. People are asking the worst questions about Australia. It's basically
these are
why do
weird
we say
sentences.
things all the time? Do you want to ask 23? That's important.
23.
Yes.
Why do Australians put chicken salt on everything?
Because it's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
It's not made of any chicken. Well, actually, some of them I sometimes think have some animal products in them. But it's mainly onion powder.
When you've been down at the beach, you've been building sandcastles. You've been swimming in the bay. Maybe it's a beach. Maybe it's like a reserve, like a bay sort of
It's salt
reserve
water.
thing. You've been swimming. You've been having a bloody good time out there in the sun. You got your SPF 30 on. You've put that on a couple times during the day. Your mum says, "We're going to get some chips."
And you say, fuck yeah, mum.
Yeah, that's
she says,
sick. I can't
Don't
wait.
swear.
Then they disappear for a bit. They come back. They unwrap the chips. They lay them out on those picnic tables. You know the ones, the wooden ones.
Yeah, the shitty ones covered in bird shit.
that are slightly green for some reason.
Yeah.
You sit down. Those bad boys got chicken salt on 'em. That is the best flavor. You are in flavor country, my friend.
Yeah, it's chicken and it's salt.
Carl Barron has that great joke. At the chicken farm, how do they know which chickens will become roast chickens and which chickens will become chicken salt?
Classic Carl Barron.
Classic.
I love chicken salt. We have chicken salt in the house. We've always had chicken salt in the house. I'm a chicken salt connoisseur. At one point, I had like 3 different kinds of chicken salt and worked out which was the best one. The best one is usually yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's usually from the chicken shop because some places will sell it to you.
They're also usually weirdly vegetarian.
Yeah,
They
because,
usually
as I
have
said,
zero chicken in
it's
them
just-
whatsoever.
It's usually onion powder, MSG, flavoring, things like that. Like
Yeah.
onion powder is the main ingredient. So it's for some reason it's onion, but it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, so good. It doesn't taste
Chicken
anything
salt
like
is good.
chicken,
I
but
thought
it's
chicken
good.
salt was a world thing, but it is just us, isn't it?
I think so.
So good.
Yeah, it's the best.
Put it on your 2-minute noodles is what you really want to do. Why do Australians put their wine in bags?
Easier to carry.
It's called... it's too hard to carry anything. You were ready for that one. It's called a goon bag.
Yeah.
But if you're an older person, it's called cask wine.
Yes, the elder generation do refer to it as cask wine in an attempt to make it sound more formal so
Yeah.
they don't feel bad when they drink it
Yes.
at barbecues.
The reason that we put our wine in a bag is, number one, you get 4 litres of it. Number two, it costs about $8.
It's cheap.
Number
Oh
three,
god, it's cheap.
you can use it as a pillow after you drink 4 litres of wine.
Usually they have a name that's very specific and direct about what's inside, such as
Fruity Lexia.
sweet dry white and things like that. Fruity white.
Fruity Lexia and Cooler Bar,
Yeah.
those are the ones.
Fruity Lexia makes
Also,
you sexier.
if your wine's not in a bag, how are you going to play Goon of Fortune?
Exactly.
I ask you that.
Yeah.
I ask you that.
Think before you ask a question. Why? This is a weird one. Why the fuck do Australians call bouncy castle jumping castles? It's so lame. Because you jump in them.
Yeah. You also bounce in them. I feel like both options is, and also we'd call it a bouncy castle. I think both options are fine. I don't see why that, like, the difference between a bounce and a jump is jumping you do on your own, bouncing you usually do as a repercussion of jumping. You must jump in a castle before you can bounce.
Yeah.
I think Confucius said that one.
Yeah, he did. That's a direct quote.
Why do Australians have election barbecues? They are called
We've
democracy
talked-
sausages.
We've talked about this before.
And if you don't have, like,
It's a reward for participation.
yeah, 2 reasons. Number one, we turn up to vote because it's compulsory, America. Number 2, it's a reward because we turned up because it's compulsory.
Yeah. Also, it's a good way to support your local community because
Yeah.
it's usually like the
primary school. Yeah.
or like the Rotary Club or something
Yeah.
that's doing it. So,
Rotary clubs, I don't get them.
yeah, me. We've already kind of talked about that.
About what? Tracky Dacks?
Here's a question I don't know the answer to. Why do all Australians go to Bali? Laugh my ass off. Because it's super close and it's really cheap.
And they can go there and feel like they're better than everyone because the
And-
conversion rate is good
Yeah.
and they're all...
Also, call back to that little statement I made regarding why we drink so much. It is particularly problematic over there. It's a little bit embarrassing, to be quite honest
There
with
was
you.
a show about it. It was called like Bali or something.
Australians go to Bali and just get absolutely messy, and it's not ideal.
The kind of Australians that go to Bali, and I don't care which of my friends that are listening to this have gone to Bali, are a certain kind of Australian.
Yeah.
If you've been like once or twice, there is a way to go to Bali, I've been told, and have like a non-gross time like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have.
yeah.
Like you go to Bali, there's like retreats and you can go to like spa and them, it's all nice and
That'd
it's
be
lovely.
nice, definitely.
But the Bali that
Often.
is being talked about here
Yeah.
is a bunch of sunburnt Australians with neck tats, wearing their bintang singlets and their bintang shirts, drinking a bintang, talking about how great it is to get bintang for like 5 cents a glass.
Chewing on pingers all night.
Yeah, chewing pingers like it's gum.
Yeah. And people go there with those specific intentions
Yeah.
of doing that as well. It's about, we went in harsh on that one. It is about the intention people go there with. Not everyone goes there with that intention, but unfortunately,
I will.
a lot of people go there with that intention because it's super cheap to do those things there.
I will never go to Bali.
I might go to Bali, but I won't do those things.
There was a couple on an Australian reality show called House Rules. I think it was on House Rules. And they were your stereotypical Bali couple. So much so that when it came to their house, number one, they had like a Bali theme, got like outdoor Bali bars, I think was their place. I mean, it was someone else's. Anyway. But they were like, we go to Bali every holidays. We've gone like 17 times. And I'm like, what the
Why?
fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Ugh.
what? Go somewhere else. But I maintain the main reason that people go to Bali is because they feel rich. Because the Bali conversion.
100%.
And like, as I said, the beers are like, I don't know if they're 5 cents. They might be 5 cents.
It's a way to have a life of luxury for
Yeah.
a week or two.
And because you can get like amazing places as well.
Yeah.
Even when you do go on like the more retreaty ones, you get amazing places for very cheap. Because it is cheap. But anyway, screw everybody. I hate you all. Why do Australians call ice cream floats spiders?
This is one I genuinely don't know the answer to. It's just something we've always called
Because
it.
everything's spiders. Ask Beth Gilmer. Everything.
Everything
is
is spiders. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it looks like tentacles when the ice cream
Wouldn't
kind
it
of
be called
melts
an
down.
octopus then?
Okay. Maybe it looks like legs. I don't know. But man, ice cream floats and spiders are quite good.
Yeah,
We should do them more as adults.
they are good.
It's rare when you're an adult that you have a glass of soft drink and you go, I'm just going to whack some vanilla ice cream
Yeah.
in there.
I had an iced coffee the other day and it had ice cream in it, and I really enjoyed it. And I thought to myself a similar thing. I'm
You
not
had
going
an ice
to.
cream float at that bar and asked them to spike it. Was that you?
Yeah.
Was that
No,
ice cream
mine
float?
wasn't spiked. I believe JP's was spiked.
Oh yeah, and they were like, "I've never done this before," and we're like, "How can you be a bar
Yeah.
that does
Who
ice
has
cream
never
floats and no
why-
one spiked it?"
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm not going to do the next one.
no. See, I feel like we have to discuss
You reckon
that.
I should? All right.
Because it's a very
It's about
easy
to get
answer.
saucy. It's about to get rude in here. Why do Australians call blowjobs
What?
gobbies? Laugh my ass off. What the fuck?
No, I wanted you to skip that one. How dare you read that out?
Oh, no.
No. Here's the thing.
Because you put it in your gob.
Yeah, your gob is your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, you got, but they should know this because they have gob stoppers.
Yeah, exactly.
Your mouth is your gob. Blowjobs, I've been told, I've read.
Not in my good house.
this
No.
era. But that's, yeah. So I just think, the only reason I wanted to do that one is because I
Yeah.
just wanted to clear up that
Yeah.
it's a
It
pretty
goes
simple
in your
answer.
mouth. The mouth is referred to as a gob.
Why is
from
it called a
taser.
blowjob? You don't
Yeah.
blow on it,
Yeah.
do you?
Wait. Gobbies, yes.
Anyway, going back to our G rating. Okay, this is just the dumbest one possible. Why do Australians have summer and spring during the winter and fall?
Because geographically we're below the equator, you dumb motherfucker.
We're on a different
Did you pay attention at
side.
school at all? Like, what's going on there?
The Earth is flat. We're on the other side.
Yeah.
it's different down
For
here.
God's sake.
I read someone the other day where there was one of those posts, and someone was like, "It's pretty rude that Australians are celebrating New Year's before everyone else," and like the answer that someone gave was like, "No, but it is before, like ours
Yeah.
is before yours," and they're like, "Yeah, but you should have waited and celebrated with everyone else," and we're like, "What the fuck?
What?
What do you want?"
What do you mean? We should have waited.
Oh well, it's 12 o'clock here, but it's not really New Year's because the rest of the world doesn't work.
yeah,
out
we'll
here.
wait till 10 a.m. the next day.
Australia's behind on many, many things. One thing we're ahead of is time. We're in the future.
Yeah. This next question, I was slightly confused when I first read it, but I think I understand what they're referring to. Why do Australians love pink so much? I don't think that they 100% know what they're talking about. So, one of the cricket players, is it
Glenn McGrath.
Glenn McGrath, his wife passed away from breast cancer many years ago now. But he started a foundation in her name, and
The McGrath Foundation.
the McGrath Foundation. And part of that, they often have like a day where where everyone, even visitors to the stadium, and all of the players, they all wear pink and
Yeah.
raise money.
It was actually yesterday.
Yeah. So it's not that we love pink; it's that we have that particular event, which is quite well known, and
Yeah.
everyone participates in.
I don't think McGrath Foundation were the people to make the colour for breast cancer awareness
Pink. Yeah.
So pink is worn a lot throughout the year for different breast cancer things. But yeah, because if you turned on the cricket on that one day,
It would look
literally
like
the
we're obsessed with
entire
pink.
stadium is
Yeah.
covered in pink.
Yeah.
What's this? Okay, this is the age-old question.
The chippy one.
Australians, why do you call crisps chips and chips hot chips? Talk about overcomplicating things. Hashtag English motherfucker, do you speak it?
How does this overcomplicate things? We've taken it and said, this is a potato that gives something.
Yes.
These will be chips,
Yes.
which are taken from the potato.
Yes.
These over here are basically that, chips,
Uh-huh.
but they're hot.
Yes.
So we're going to call them hot chips.
Correct.
How is that more complicated than
I feel like, yeah,
having different names for them?
I feel like by having the same name but specifying the temperature, we have simplified.
Yeah.
I tried doing, when I was on that other podcast, G'day Means Welcome, they asked me this question. And I said it's usually contextual.
Yeah.
So I usually, like, because I rarely would say hot chips because it's contextual enough that you know what we're saying.
Yeah.
Like if I say we're going to get a burger and chips,
I'm not going to
I'm not talking about getting some crisps.
Yeah.
But like if it was, also if it's right now, so it's right now it's, what is it, 3:30 or something on a Sunday afternoon. If I say I want chips, what chips do I want?
It could be either, to be honest, on a Sunday.
Yeah, I'm thinking hot chips, but that's what I'm going to have.
But here's something. Crisps, right?
Uh-huh.
If something is crisp, that's a temperature word as well, right? So really
Yeah.
what they've done is just go to the other side of it. We've
Yeah.
gone hot chips and they've decided to go with crisp.
But I like my hot chips crispy sometimes. Here's your problem.
Let's move on. It's too much.
We've stumped it.
Too much. Oh, what? Why do Australians keep punching sharks? Things are so crazy down there.
That's a
okay,
reference
we
to
don't go out of our
It
way.
happened like twice.
Yeah, we don't go out of our way to punch sharks. We're just all taught, as you should be aware yourself,
Yeah.
that if a shark attacks you, the best thing to do is to punch it in the nose or the eyes
Yeah.
or the gills, because those are the weak spots. We punch them because we're trying to live.
Yeah. We're not just going into the surf and going, going to punch a shark today.
Yeah.
I think
This is something that is taught to us in school.
Was it Kelly Slater? Was he the one that punched the shark?
Yeah, he punched a shark
was
to
it
get
another
it
guy?
away from him, I'm pretty sure.
It was one of the surfing boys. Yeah, because you punch in their nose, because their nose have got all the sensory receptors.
Yeah.
They do all the
And
electrode
it gets
stuff.
rid of them so they don't try and attack you. We don't go out there attempting to do this. This is something we're taught to do.
All right, speed round. Why do Australians eat emus and kangaroos? Because they're delicious.
Yeah, they are pretty good. I've not had emu, but kangaroo's all right, yeah.
Kangaroo's great.
Why do Australians put beetroot in everything? Same reason as pineapple.
Yeah.
It's just a nice bit of sweetness. I actually don't like beetroot that much,
No,
but
I'm not
I know a
huge,
lot of people
I don't
do.
have it anymore, but I
Yeah.
used to like it. Why do Australians call a slide a slippery dip? It's just a slide. No, it's not. It's slippery and it dips down.
Yep, that'll do.
Ours is more betterer than yours.
Why do Australians cook shrimp on Barbie dolls?
Now, come on, misconception.
The plastic burns particularly hot, and it will crisp up.
Most people cook pizza on coals. We cook shrimp on Barbie dolls.
Yes.
No, that's just people not understanding what shrimp on the Barbie is. Number one, I don't call it shrimp, I call it prawns. Number two, the Barbie is the barbecue.
Barbecue, yeah.
Is this me?
Yes, it is.
Why do Australians say it as paper, scissors, rock? It confuses me.
I don't think that that's an Australian thing. I think that all over the world there are many disagreements as to the order.
I say
Some
scissor,
peop-
paper, rock.
I say paper, scissors, rock. But scissors, paper, rock also sounds kind of right.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, rock never comes first.
No, rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Rock, scissor, paper.
Yeah.
Ugh. This is
Why?
you.
Oh, why do Australians say banana? Because
Because
that's how
what
you
it's
pronounce
called.
the word.
That's
Yeah.
the word. Why do Australians even go to zoos? Because we don't have tiger. Well, we used to have tigers. We don't have, I don't know,
Also,
elephants in the wild.
it's nice to see the animals without them trying to attack us.
Yeah, the only way I can look at a cassowary without being afraid to die is
Yeah.
at a zoo. Last one, too.
Why do Australians have to be so goddamn hot?
Well,
This is just the way that we were born.
yeah, look, we are bred this way.
Yeah.
There are farms where Australians are bred. We eat chicken salted chips, hot and cold, and we just look this good.
And the sun beats down on our bodies, and we take in the heat, and it's expressed through physical attractiveness.
It's like I just want to bring it down a little for a moment. It's hard being this good looking because the rest of the world looks at us with jealousy and envy. Specifically, Tim and I, because we are ideal specimens of Australia.
And then they pretend that we're not as good looking as we
yeah,
actually
they call us
are.
ugly, and they
Yeah.
tell us to shave our beard and get
Yeah.
haircuts, and that
Yeah.
our glasses look stupid.
Work out for once.
Yeah,
God.
I know. Like we
Yeah.
get it, guys. We get the jealousy.
Yeah.
Are Australians hotter than the rest of the world? I don't think so.
I don't know. I think it's...
It's probably because we don't wear shirts.
Yeah, we do show off more. I think it's just... They think that because everyone surfs and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it's a
stereotypical-
contextual thing. I don't think... And the accent, apparently the accent's good.
How is it
It's
good?
like a British girl's accent.
According to the
That's
Twitter,
a winner. It's just a winner.
No, Irish. According to the Twitter questions, none of you can understand us. So how are you finding us attractive?
Yeah, that's true.
What is he saying? Banana? That
Banana.
is the end of the questions.
Yeah, it is.
Everything is cleared up. You should have no more questions about Australia. If you do, though, ask us on social media and we'll try and answer.
Yeah. Although
If
I
try to answer,
suspect...
I mean, we will.
I suspect you've got one more question for us, right?
It's a dad advice from
Someone.
an Australian to Australians, I
Oh.
assume. His question is, how do you say banana? No.
Exactly how I just said it.
Dear Tim and Leon, I need some dad advice to help me get through this weird New Year period where I don't know what day it is and I'm just full of cheese.
Yeah, hilarious.
For 2019, as with every year, the whole world is doing hashtag New Year, New Me.
Yep.
But I don't want to change.
Okay.
I want to be the same me.
Yeah.
Everyone asks what I'm going to change and what my resolution is, and they get annoyed when I say that I'm not changing.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are some good fake resolutions I can tell people? Thanks for all your hard work, Leroy. Thanks, Leroy.
Leroy Brown.
Jenkins.
Okay, so you don't want to change. I like that. I like confidence.
I'm not planning on changing myself.
Unearned confidence is always the marker of a real good person. What can you tell people you're going to do
Go to the
differently?
gym.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
the
good
number
one.
one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many go to the gym posts this year. You're going to start brewing kombucha. Now, that's something I've seen like 7 people post already this year.
I'd think about it. Maybe baking your own bread.
Baking your own bread's a good fake one.
Get back to basics. So these ones can be grouped into ridiculous little things like I'm going to get back to the basics.
Yes.
Because there's no real definition of what that even means.
Yes.
You've got to be vague about it.
Tell them you're going to focus more on from farm to table.
Yeah.
You're going to go to the local farmers markets and buy from them.
Tell them 2019's all about you. You're going to be focusing on you doing what makes you happy. Because then essentially you can just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like you're pretty happy, Leroy.
Tell them that it's time to focus on you, as you said. And once you focus on you, then you'll be able to focus on other things.
Yeah.
Like relationships. Because people want to think about that. Tell them that you're going to start keeping bees.
Yeah. You can get really specific about stuff. Like, say you're going to start a YouTube channel about geckos.
Does that channel exist? I'd watch the shit out of that.
There
Geckos
probably
are pretty
is.
cool.
There's a YouTube channel for everything.
Tell them that you're going to start making custom artesian whiteboard markers.
And then just give them whiteboard markers that you bought from Officeworks.
Yeah. But like scratch off the label and put your own one on there.
Yeah.
Tell them you're going to get really into making your own labels.
Yes. Label making is something that's extremely obnoxious, so they won't ask many questions about it.
Basically, because it seems like I'm just going at everyone this episode anyway. We've already attacked the Bali audience. But people that have New Year's resolutions and hashtag New Year, New Me are usually not great. Those are the people that you can basically say whatever wacky shit you want to, and they'll be into it. Tell them that you're going to start pulling crystals out of your ears, and they'll be like, what a sick New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's not a new year, new you. It's a new year, and it's the same you trying to cover up shit that you don't like.
Yeah.
Just make incremental change as you notice that things need to be changed. You want to read more, just fucking start reading a bit more. Like, if you want to work out, just start working out a little bit more.
If you want to work out
it's
your
all
reading
incremental.
more, do that.
I've found in my life, if you do things too quickly, you're going to fall off the wagon.
And that's why Tim looks this way.
Yeah, exactly. if you start doing things little bit by little bit and bringing things slowly into your life, it's more likely to stick. So that's my actual real advice.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you should do New Year's resolutions at all because I think it's just as you
doing
say,
a snap change it's not going to work.
I wanted to start reading more, so I started doing that in December sometime, and now I've continued that habit.
Yeah, or if you are going to do something just off the cuff suddenly, set a specific goal.
Yeah.
But don't tell people about it. I've heard that not telling people about your goals, you're actually more likely to fulfill them.
I thought you were more likely to fulfill them if you told people because then they hold you accountable.
It depends on what it is, I think.
It depends on who you are and what goal you have.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell them that you're going to start making your own coins because Australian coins aren't working for you.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people in other questions that I read on the internet had questions about why is our money plastic? Because it doesn't tear and you can't like set fire to it.
Yeah.
You fools.
Because it's a good idea.
You can put it underwater. Tim, that's that. Now, you and I had big New Year's. I stayed at home. You didn't?
I
Went
did.
somewhere else.
Yep.
It's huge.
Anyway, that was
It
good.
was your birthday.
It was my birthday.
Tim,
Arigato
from the 1st of
gozaimasu.
January. He's now 35, so that's pretty good.
28. I'm 28.
You're looking good for 35.
Thanks.
You're looking like a 28-year-old.
Yeah.
And we both had big Christmas periods, but last night was the best day ever because Tim and I had all-you-can-eat Japanese for Tim's birthday.
It was damn delicious. Tell you that much.
The hardest part was fasting for the day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, we're getting our Australian on, going to the Big Bash.
Yeah, that's cricket, for those who don't know.
It's the commercialised cricket where they want you to wear KFC bucket hats, which if I'm offered one, I'll be wearing it.
Yeah, I'll be happy to accept that sponsorship.
It's cricket sponsored by KFC, as with all cricket is.
It's all very short. The idea is that they hit it as hard as they can. It's not the test where they're trying to like
stay in for 17
long
years.
run everything. Like they have like 2.5 hours, I think, or something like that.
It's
and
2.5 to 3 hours, yeah.
They've just got to go as hard as they can and get as many points as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's 20 innings each, and so yeah,
It's much more interesting.
So, because I like cricket, I don't love cricket, but I like it. I don't mind watching it. I haven't watched any this year, actually. I didn't watch the Boxing Day test. But Elise is not jazzed on cricket, and most people aren't jazzed on cricket because it's a slow and boring game. So for me to be able to go to my first live game of cricket, which is what this will be, I was like, we have to go to a 2020/Big Bash because that'll be exciting. There's fireworks sometimes. Like, it's all very happening.
It's exciting stuff.
Unfortunately, it's not the MCG, but it's the Melbourne Renegades versus Hobart Hurricanes or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But then Alice tells us last night that it's everyone on the team is from different
who
parts
even
of
knows?
Australia.
I think that's pretty normal
It's out
in
of
most
control.
sports.
Anyway, so that'll be fun. We'll give you a full review next week. Big Bash. No, it's a bushranger, so just hold your horses. I
Because
think
they
that's
might
it.
steal them. All right, Yeah.
As always, a bit of a long one. Yeah, as always, thanks to Teylor Smirl for our wonderful cover art. Thanks, Taylor.
Curtis Fernance, Ferntree Music. There's a man who doesn't need a new hymn in this new year because he was sparkling already.
When you said hymn, I thought of like a church hymn, and I was like, he could write a pretty good hymn.
He probably could. It'd have some sick shreds in it.
Oh, yeah, as all good church hymns should. Yeah. Thanks to you for listening. We'll put out a Patreon survey in the next week to find out what you want from us in the new year. Mm-hmm. Hopefully it's not the same us, because we can't do that again.
No.
Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Share an episode. If you share an episode, I'll give you a special surprise, but you got to send a screenshot to me, and I don't know what the surprise is yet. That's everything. Tim's hungry. Leon's hungry.
I'm pretty hungry.
As always.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, g'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone. Catches on the flippity flop.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.